everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new reading vlog. So it is Monday. I wanted to pop in and film this intro so I could tell you what I am currently reading and just get the vlog started here because I just feel like my last few vlogs have been, I don't know, a little off. I haven't been on my game. So I'm hoping that I'll be back on my vlogging game now. So I wanted to film the intro. So here we are. So I think I'm in a bit of a romance mood right now. I finished Manacled by Senlin Yu yesterday and it absolutely shredded my heart to pieces, and I want something a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier, so I'm gonna go with some contemporary romances. So I did pick up The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, and unfortunately I'm gonna DNF this. I read and loved Part of Your World and Yours Truly, and they're both 5-star romances for me, and so I wanted to read more from Abby Jimenez's backlist. And so this is her debut, and this is the first book in this companion series, but I really did not vibe with this. I think I got like 50 or 60 pages in, not very far at all, but I could already tell that I wasn't going to vibe with this book. The main two people I had so many issues with, and I read some reviews that made me question some things. So this book definitely suffers from the not like other girls, like cool girl trope, and the guy makes so many like veiled misogynistic comments. Like anytime he compliments the main character, it's tearing other women down, which is really, really annoying. And like he'll say things like, oh, she's so cool, and he'll literally say like, she's a cool girl because she eats cheeseburgers and she'll drink beer instead of, you know, having wine, and she doesn't wear so much makeup and all this stuff. And it's like, okay, like I don't know what you're trying to do there. And he literally made a comment, I wonder if I can find it. He literally said like, if she's attractive or something like that, she's probably crazy or something. Besides, women like that are too much work. The better looking they are, the crazier they are. Ew. And it literally says, cool girl, that rare woman who was gorgeous without being nuts. The girl in high school who hung out with all the guys, but she never dated any of them because none of them were mature enough for her. That girl who had a boyfriend who went to college and picked her up in his car after school. She could beat you at beer pong and had a football team who would kick your ass for saying one wrong word to her, but she'd never let them because she could handle herself. Like, it's just like stuff like that. Like, I literally had to check. I read that and I was like, when was this written? Because this feels like very dated. It was written in 2019. Like, we are well past the time when that can just be like, oh, that was just like of the times. I mean, that would annoy me no matter what, even whenever it was written, but I would understand it a little bit more. But 2019, come on. So yeah, every time he would like compliment her, it would be like telling her she's the cool girl and like, oh, I love that you can eat cheeseburgers. Like, okay. And then the main girl has a long-term boyfriend that she is going to be moving in with, and he is like long distance, like he's in the military, and she basically just talks to the main guy, what's his name, Josh, and like tells him how attractive she finds him, and like she thinks about like getting together with him, and she's like, oh, this is so dangerous because like I could cheat. And it's just like, I don't know, I don't like that. But then also she has a medical condition that makes it difficult for her to have children or like conceive children. And I've read some reviews saying that the infertility rep in this was like very poorly done and that it was like insulting. So like a lot of reviews said like they really did not like how it was handled. And so I'm just like, you know what, this has just had so many red flags that I'm just like okay to DNF it, which I'm really upset about because I was very excited for it because I love the other two books that I read by this author, but that one it's a no. I do think I'm still gonna read the other two books, like at least give them a try, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't like that one, so DNFing that one. So then I decided to pull out the big guns, and I am currently reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I am, again, a little annoyed, but only because I have to read this on my Kindle because someone who decided this, someone decided that they were only going to publish it hardcover and not paperback like all of her other books have been. And I'm not about to go buy the hardcover when all of her other books are in paperback, especially a romance that to me, romances are meant to be paperback. If you like hardcovers, that's all cool, but they're meant to be paperbacks for me. I want them in paperback, and that's not an option right now. So I'm getting it on ebook, and I'll get the paperback whenever it comes out. I'm not very far into this one. I'm like a chapter or two in, but I believe this is a second chance romance, and it's dual timeline. So the main couple were dating, and then they broke up a few months ago, and they haven't told their friend group yet, and like they all end up going on this vacation, and there's like a big announcement, so they don't want to ruin that big announcement by saying like, hey, we broke up. So they have to like pretend that they're still dating. So it's like fake dating, but with somebody that you actually used to date and have since broken up with, I think. And then it's like a second chance romance. So I'm very curious about that one. I have read and loved all 3 of Emily Henry's other books. I've given all of them 5 stars. So this is a 5-star prediction for me. Lachlan and Rachel did not really enjoy this one. Cammie, I know, loved it, but I am quite confident that I'm going to love this one. So if I don't, I'll be a little bit devastated, not gonna lie. I think I'll at least give it 4 stars, but it is a 5-star prediction for me. So I'm hoping that I love this one. I'm gonna go read it tonight. I'll probably try to just read the whole thing tonight, honestly. So I'll check back in when I get about halfway and give you my midpoint thoughts on that. Okay, I know I said that I would update when I got to the halfway point, but I lied. I finished it. I just finished Happy Place, and it was so good. I absolutely loved it. 5 stars. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I was like, what if this is the one? Like, I was a little nervous because I'm like, what if this is the one that I don't give 5 stars to? Because, like, I mean, even 4 stars, I would have been like, aw, but like, it was so good. The found family in this, their friend group, the banter and the inside jokes and everything that they, oh my god, it was so good. I loved the love interest. I loved the main characters, and I really liked all of the discussion around like not feeling good enough for someone, or not like being able to be open with certain people and doing things for other people, like doing things in your life for other people. I just really, really loved it. And the quotes in this book, like Emily Henry, her writing, I mean, the way she writes characters, I love her characters so much, but like the quotes, incredible. I absolutely love this. And yeah, I'm 4 for 4 with Emily Henry. This is why she is my favorite adult romance author. Like, so yeah, I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm starting off May on a high note. I'm so happy. I don't know what I'm gonna read next though. I did get the audiobook for Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. This audiobook from my library says it's going to take several months, so I know I'm supposed to read this one next because it's the second one, but I think I can read them out of order, so I might read Life's Too Short, or I could read the next Julia Gray book. I don't know. I'm going to sleep on it. I will talk to you tomorrow when I decide what I'm going to read. Hello, everyone. It's been, I don't know. I don't even know when the last time I updated this was. What did I even talk about in my last update? It must have been right after I read Happy Place. Is that the last thing I updated? I don't even know. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm having such a hard time vlogging lately. I don't know if it's because of like my own mental health, or I'm just like in a slump for vlogging. I don't really know. So I'm sorry if you've noticed that like my vlogs suck. I do get comments from you guys all the time saying that you love my vlogs. So I'm like, is it just me? Is it just because I'm in my head? Or are we all noticing here? I don't know, but I don't remember if I talked about what I picked up after Happy Place. I picked up Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. If I have already talked about that, then I'm going to skip all this stuff that I'm about to say. But I decided to pick this one up because I was just like in a romancy mood, and I had the audiobook from my library. So I was like, I'll just pick this up. I know that the second book, the Happy Ever After playlist, is that what it's called? Yes. I know that's technically the second one in this companion series, but the audiobook for that one isn't coming for like a super long time. So I just figured I would pick this one up while I have the audiobook. And I really enjoyed it. It is about this girl, Vanessa, who could potentially have ASL, which I'm not exactly sure what that stands for. I know it's mentioned in the book, but it's like a terminal disease, and like there's no cure for it, there's no real treatment for it or anything. And so she decides to just live her life as if like every day is going to be her last, hence the title, Life's Too Short. And so she becomes like this very famous YouTuber because she's travels a lot and she like films all of her adventures and stuff, and just lives life to the fullest. When one day her sister drops off her baby and leaves her with Vanessa, and so Vanessa has to care for this baby and can't go like all over the globe with her. And her neighbor Adrian comes over to kind of like ask her to get the baby to stop crying or something ridiculous like that, as if she has any control over that. And they have this kind of like moment where he helps take care of the baby so that she can go shower, and then they just hit it off, and they have like a very good like friendship base started, and so that then develops into a romance. This was a bit heavier than the cover would lead you to believe, right? It's like bright yellow, looks very rom-com-y, and it is rom-com-y, like it's still really cute and like wholesome, but there is so many more darker elements to this, mainly like this Vanessa's sister being addicted to drugs, and her father has like OCD and hoarding tendencies, and then on top of that, the fact that Vanessa could potentially be like going to be dead before she's 30. So like all of this, very heavy topics for a very like light seeming book, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked Vanessa. I like her philosophy on living life to the fullest and living every day like it's going to be your last. I loved Adrian. I thought he was such a sweet little cinnamon roll, and I really like the story. So I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars. I know I don't even think I like told you I was picking this up. I'm pretty sure that Happy Place was my last update. So I picked this up and I read it in a day because it's a really quick read. The audiobook was so short. So yeah, 4 stars for this. And then I was like, what am I feeling? What do I want to read? Like, what is my mood? Since my whole goal now is to just really embrace mood reading and figure out what I'm in the mood to read and read specifically to that. And so I was looking at my physical TBR and I was like, I could pick up any of these because like I couldn't pinpoint what my mood was. And then I was like, you know what? I know what I'm in the mood for, and I'm just gonna go with it. And I was in the mood for some dramione fanfic. I am gonna be a fanfic girly now. I'm gonna be a dramione girly now. I am ready to make this my whole personality. I decided to pick up Remain Nameless by Hey Jude 19 on AO3, and I'm 20% in, 18% in, something like that. It's a really long one. I think it's like 1,000 pages or something like that. It's like over 300,000 words. If you read fanfic, like that'll tell you. But yeah, it's like super long, but it's a really cute one. Like I read Manacled in my last vlog, and that one is also very long, but also very bleak and depressing, very dark, and not a lot of like cute and not a lot of like hopeful. And I'm like, you know what? I need some cute and I need some hopeful. That's why I've been gravitating towards some like cute contemporary romances. And so I picked up Remain Nameless, and it is a fanfic set like after the events of the series. I think it's like 9 years after the Battle of Hogwarts, and Draco and Hermione end up having a little bit of a run-in at a Muggle cafe, and it's so cute. And so then they end up having these little like morning coffee dates, and basically they like develop a friendship and then I'm sure a romance. But yeah, it's very much giving like a bully to friends to lovers, and so I'm here for it. And there are so many like cute romancy moments and just like cute moments in general that I'm like kicking my feet at and I'm like grinning at. I was reading this while I was at the gym, like I was on the treadmill, and literally I was like giggling. Like people probably thought I was insane because I'm just walking on the treadmill like giggling at my Kindle. Yeah, it's really cute. I really like it, and the writing is so good. I don't know why that's surprising to me, but like the writing is like actually incredible. I don't know why I thought like fanfic, I don't know. I guess I had like this stigma in my head that like fanfic wasn't going to be as good as like published fiction, and like my god, is that like the wrong, I was so wrong. I don't know why I thought that, like, but yeah, the writing is really, really good, and I'm just like instantly hooked, and I love Draco so much. I just love him. I love him. But especially in this book where he's trying to like right his past wrongs, and he's like in therapy now, and he's trying to like work through his shit, and I just love him so much. And I love him and Hermione together. Like, I love them. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. That's what I'll probably be reading for the next few days, because I do read these fanfics like super slowly. Really enjoying my time. So that's what I'm reading. That's what I'm loving. That's the update. Oh, I do have an unboxing I should do. Where did I put that package? Let me go find it. Might as well do a little unboxing while I've got the camera rolling here. So I already know what this is. I'm excited for it. Okay, so I saw this being posted on like people's social medias that got arcs of this, and it just came out, and I was like, ooh, I should get that. But then I was like, no, I don't want to get it and add it to my physical TBR until I'm ready to read it. And then Rachel bought it and I was like, all right, let me just buy it. And that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So this first printing has sprayed edges with dragons. I can't believe I was gonna not get this. Look at the I can't get over the dragons. This is a new adult fantasy romance set at a like war college with dragons. It says, enter the brutal and elite world of a war college for dragon riders. And then at the bottom, friends, enemies, lovers, everyone at Basgiath War College has an agenda, because once you enter, there are only two ways out: graduate or die. I can't believe I wasn't like gonna buy this immediately. Like, I'm so happy I have this, and I'm definitely gonna read it this month. The fact that I hesitated to not buy this, I'm the dumbest boy in school. Okay, so that is it for this update. I am probably gonna go to bed now, but I will update you more when I get farther into Remain Nameless. I'm sure that I'll still be loving it, because it's giving me 5-star vibes, and I've just been like incredibly lucky with the books that I've read. I haven't read hardly any books that I've like not at least enjoyed a little bit. I think there's only been like maybe 2 or 3 this whole year so far that I've really not liked, but everything else I've liked, really liked, or absolutely loved. Like, I honestly don't know how I'm gonna pick my best book of the year, because it's literally the beginning of May and I already have so many books where I'm like, how am I gonna make a list at the end of the year? I don't know. Anyways, okay, I'm done rambling now. I will see you in my next update. All right, hello everyone. So it's been a few days, and I figured I would give you a little bit of a reading update as well as an unboxing, and then like kind of a haul, because I have a lot of like things that I've thrifted. I went to some like garage sales with my mom today, and I found a bunch of like cool stuff I'm really excited about. So I'm still reading Remain Nameless by Hey Jude 19, and oh god, I am absolutely loving this. I know I say this like in all my vlogs now, but I have been truly blessed with what I've been reading this year, and it's just like the good times just keep on coming. Like, I'm always like expecting to enjoy the books that I'm reading, but when I'm like absolutely obsessed with and in love with all of the books that I'm reading, it's just the best feeling ever. And this is giving major 5 stars. I will be so surprised if I don't give this book 5 stars. I'm absolutely loving it. Draco, oh god, Draco in this book he's perfect. He's perfection. And the little like coffee dates with Hermione, and like it's for sure like he falls first. Like, they both, obviously it's dual point of view, so you get like from Draco's perspective as well as Hermione's, but yeah, he just like I love him. I love him so much. I am so so happy right now reading this. It's literally, I'm like smiling the entire time that I'm reading it, and I just love it so much. I'm having the best time ever. I think I'm about like 35 or 40% in or something like that. I didn't check before I started filming, but I'm somewhere around there. So I will hopefully read a lot more of it tomorrow. Today I spent the morning with my mom, and now I'm going over to Maggie's to have like a taco night, and like we're gonna play games and stuff all night. So I probably won't get a lot of reading done today, but tomorrow I'm hoping that I can get a ton of reading done. I'm just absolutely loving it, and I'm living my best Dramione life. So we'll segue into my unboxings here because they are semi-related. So I have a little envelope here from Redbubble. I ordered some stickers. Okay, the first sticker just literally says "Proud Dramione Trash." I thought it was so cute, the little green. And then this one, I'm pretty confident that this is from a fanfic that I have not read yet, but it just says "terribly funny, really witty," and I thought that was funny. So like, I think it's like an inside joke though for a fanfic that I haven't read yet, but I was like, I'm just gonna get it. And then the sticker that made me order these is "Be careful, don't die," with the origami crane. I got 2 of them because I'm going to give one to Lachlan. Lachlan, if you're watching this, I'm gonna give you one of these. I don't know if you've ordered manacled stickers or not, but whatever. I just ordered 2, so if you have this one already, I don't know what I'll do, but but yeah, the "Be careful, don't die" and the origami crane. Anyways, those are the stickers I bought. So I don't know where I'm gonna put them, especially the "Proud Dramione Trash." Like, I don't know where I'm gonna put these. I just wanted them, so I got those stickers. I also have a package here, which is a Mercari order. Oh my god, I love the color. Oh, it's so soft. Okay. I saw this on Mercari and I was like, instantly buy. Like, I didn't even think twice about it. It says, "He is not a villain, he is just a boy," which obviously is about Draco, and it's in this like gorgeous, like mossy green, and the t-shirt is so soft. Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I have to go take a picture of this and send it to Lachlan. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some of the things that I found while like thrifting and garage sailing today. So I got these. I don't know if you're new to my channel or not, but I collect-ish these like reference books and like field guides. I don't know why. I just think that they're really cool and like very fascinating. So I saw these they were marked as $1, but this sale that we went to was like 25% off. So basically this was 75 cents, but it's a tropical birds one. So it just like has like pictures of tropical birds. I don't know what to tell you about these. I just really like them. And then this one is Wildflowers and Weeds. I just really like these. I don't know. I saw them and I was like, yes. And then the other book that I got is a copy of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, but it's like in this like cool slipcase thing. This was literally 50 cents. So it has a slipcase, and then it's got this like different dust jacket art, which is really pretty. And then the end pages are like the Deathly Hallows art. Yeah, this was 50 cents. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get that. I also got some like stickers and stamps and like stuff for my reading journal. So I'll just go through those really quickly. I got this stamp with pine trees on it. I also got this stamp set with like flowers and stuff, which was pretty cool. This is another stamp set with flowers on it. It comes in like, it almost feels like a DVD case, but, and then this one has fairies, and you know I love fairies. Then I just got like a bunch of random stickers. This one is like sparkly snowflakes. This one is like skulls and crows, which I thought was cute. This one I thought was cool for winter. It has like a little cabin on it. And then some like paper ephemera that I thought was cool for like my reading journal. Especially these pages that have like the writing on them. Like, I thought that was so cool. And then I also got like these little people for my Christmas village. If you've been around since Christmas, I have a little Christmas village, and I found these like a couple different like little people. So yeah, that's like all the stuff that I found this morning. I'm really excited to use all of this stuff for my reading journal. I think my next journal spread, like maybe for, I did May already, maybe for June, I'll do one with like flowers and fairies and stuff, because I think this is so cute. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. I am gonna go get ready to go over to Maggie's now so we can play some games, and I'll probably check in tomorrow at some point and let you know how much further I made it into Remain Nameless. Hello. It is Thursday night now, and I just finished Remain Nameless. But first, before I talk about that book, I want to do some unboxings here, and then I'm going to wrap up the vlog. So, first unboxing is from Etsy. Okay. Oh, I love it. So, it is a Malfoy shirt with a snake on it, and it says established 1980, and it's in this really like nice green. I don't like, it's kind of like the he is not a villain, he is just a boy color green. This is a little bit darker, but I love this green, and also it's like really good quality. It reminds me of the t-shirts from the shop Blossom and Book. So if you've got like the Masked Men shirt, this is like the same quality as that. So I do want to get the Malfoy shirt from Blossom and Book, but they've been sold out for a while, so I have the notification set for whenever it gets back in stock. I'm gonna buy that one, but in the meantime, I'm so happy. All right, and then the other Amazon package, or the other package, is an Amazon package. Ooh, it's 2 books. So the first book here is Slaying the Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent. I got the paperback because I'm a paperback girly now, but the cover is different from the hardcover cover. It has like people on it, and I think this is the design that's under the dust jacket. but I do believe that Carissa is coming out with a paperback that has the people on the cover, and I do really like that cover, but honestly, I like this one more. This one's so pretty. I've heard really great things about this one. This is set in the same world as The Serpent and the Wings of Night, so it's in that world, but it's like a standalone book, so you don't have to read the other series in order to read this one. But I will be reading this very, very soon. And then the other book that I got is called Heavenly Bodies by Imani Ariu. I'm not sure if that's how you say that name, but it says, in a world ruled by the stars, cruel and merciless gods that watch over the world, Alara has been cursed by fate, a prophecy that promises she will fall for a star and it will kill them both. Stunning debut novel, blending romance, intrigue, and mythology together, all against the backdrop of a fantasy world you will never want to leave. I'm gonna try it because I feel like I'm gonna be in a big fantasy romance mood, and I really want to read it. I want to find out what it's about. So yeah, that's my little haul. Now let's talk about Remain Nameless. I just finished Remain Nameless like maybe an hour ago, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, nobody is surprised by that based off of the gushing that I was doing earlier in this vlog, but I absolutely loved it. I just feel like it's a stunning Dramione fanfic, even though I've only read 2. But I'm giving both 5 stars. I've given Manacled 5 stars, and I'm giving this one 5 stars. This is much more like wholesome and sweet and gives you the warm fuzzies. There is a little bit of like darkness to it, nothing like Manacled, but Draco definitely suffers from like self-loathing and depression and anxiety, and so he's like going through it, especially at the beginning of the book. And Hermione is also dealing with the after effects of the war and like a little bit of PTSD with that. So it's not all like warm and fuzzy, but it really kind of is also at the same time, because they're meeting at this coffee shop, they develop this friendship and reconnect. And then honestly, I knew it was a long book because it's like over 300,000 words, which is like really long for a fanfic. Well, I don't know if that's really long for a fanfic, but like it's really long. It's like a 1,000-page book basically. But the book is like obviously focused around Draco and Hermione and like their relationship, but for a good portion of the book, like they are already together, and it's them like navigating their relationship and like dealing with other people's thoughts of them being together. But yeah, I really liked this one. I liked how they were able to help each other and like heal, and how they were able to overcome like people's expectations of like, you know, Hermione is like one of the golden trio who is like a savior of the magical world, and Draco being a former Death Eater, and everybody like looks at him like he's a villain, and they're like, you're not good enough for her and all this stuff. And so it's like him also overcoming those feelings of not feeling good enough and like feeling like he's never going to be able to change or anything like that. So I really like this one. I would highly recommend it. I mean, I am still quite the newbie to Dramione fanfic, but I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time, and like the writing was really, really good. So I'm not sure what my next Dramione fanfic will be. I will definitely be picking up more. I have a huge list of fanfics that I want to get to, so I'll probably be adding some to my June TBR for sure. So yeah, that is going to be it for this reading vlog. This has been like 2 weeks into a vlog, so just to recap a little bit, let's see, what did I even read? I read Happy Place, which was a stunning 5-star read. I read Life's Too Short, which I really enjoyed. I gave that one 4 stars, I think. And then I read Remain Nameless. Were those the only 3 I read in this vlog? I think so. Anyways, I've said it in previous vlogs and wrap-ups and stuff. I've just been really lucky with all of the things that I've been reading lately. Like even in this vlog alone, I've read 2 5-star books. Like that is just amazing to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you made it to the end of this video, you can leave the coffee cup emoji down in the comments down below for Remain Nameless. Don't forget to click like and subscribe while you're down there. I also have my Goodreads and my Instagram linked down below if you want to follow me on there for other bookish updates. And thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.